Okay, so to carry on, this is your appendix to the meal prepping video you just watched. Hopefully you just watched it. Now you're preluding into this one. Alright, so the meals that we were working on there, the ingredients, they're right here. Alright, so we've got our vegetables, we've got the chicken that we cooked, the portobello mushroom that we cooked. Down at the bottom here, I don't know if you can see it through the plastic. So the butternut squash didn't work out. It had gone bad before we even got a chance to cook it. Just recently purchased. That happens sometimes with produce, right? Okay, anyway, so this is a quinoa brown rice mix. I got it out of the cupboard because you gotta have it on hand. That's part of this whole thing, right? Having the goods on hand. So if something, I can't use this doesn't work, whatever. Hey, I got something healthy in the cupboards over here, right? That's a big part of this, okay? So we got our grilled veggies with the peppers. We threw the peppers in there, and the broccoli. We got the chicken. I mean, this is a nice meal. This is a really nice meal. Bottom line is, I sat here for 15 minutes. I got 4 meals out of it. Bada boom, bada bing. There we go. We got these guys and these guys, okay? 4 meals. Now, let's talk a little bit more about what you can do for breakfast, though. Okay, so we're going to move into the breakfast arena. Hard-boiled some eggs here, okay? 6 hard-boiled eggs, a little half dozen for you. And we need some complex carbs. This is meal prepping for breakfast, right? So you're doing this isn't early in the morning. You don't have to like wake up at the crack of dawn to meal prep for breakfast. You can do this anytime. You can do this on a Sunday. You can do this on a Wednesday. Doesn't matter. This is the polenta. Okay, you saw this in the grocery store video, grocery store tour, me grabbing this stuff. This is cornmeal, organic corn. Okay, this is good stuff. This is a slow burning carb that won't rush your blood sugar. So when we're talking about complex carbohydrates, that's what we're trying to go for. You want carbs. Carbs are your friend. They are your body's favorite source of energy. So you need carbs. It's very important, right? So we're trying to include them in all meals, right? Quinoa and brown rice for your lunch/dinner. We got our polenta here, which is corn, cooking here now. And this is our breakfast meal with our hard-boiled eggs. Right here, went ahead and cut up some tomatoes. Yum. Well, I like tomatoes. Hopefully you do too. Okay, so the meal is we'll put out some more Tupperwares, maybe 4 or 5 Tupperwares, polenta, some tomato, and some hard-boiled eggs. Let's peel the hard-boiled egg, get them in there, get them ready to go. So when you pull out your Tupperware, boom, it's ready to go. You can just microwave that real quick. Hot breakfast, delicious. Also want to point out, those of you that might need a little bit more, have some cut up cantaloupe, have some whatever fruit, some watermelon, whatever's in season for your fruit. Have that ready to go because you might want some little extra for breakfast. You eat your breakfast, and it's good to have fruit for breakfast. It's just fruit's good for you. The earth, nature provides, we eat, we feel good, right? Okay, and one other option. So maybe hot breakfast isn't your thing. What you can do is you can find a mason jar. I have a lot of large mason jars. This is how I roll. You gotta have big mason jars, right? No, but any size mason jar works. You're gonna fill it with, some greens on the bottom, maybe some berries, some other fruits. You can do avocado, some hemp seeds or whatever, some chia seeds, something in here. And so you have it all ready to go. You wake up, you go ahead and pour it into the blender, you make your shot your smoothie, you pour it back into the mason jar, you're ready to go. You don't have to have a bunch of mason jars, just use Ziploc bags, okay? This is a gallon-sized Ziploc bag. You better have yourself a pretty big mason jar if you're trying to use a full gallon size. But anyway, you understand. I mean, you could use a part of it. You could use a quart size. Fill it up with vegetables, with fruits, some healthy fats, and then go ahead, blend it up, out the door. Because remember, one of the big things with smoothies is that you don't want them to sit for longer than like 12 hours. So you can't make like all your smoothies for the week at the start of the week. They lose so much nutritional value by sitting there. They oxidize. So fruits like, you cut an apple open, you let it sit there, it turns brown. Ew, I don't want to eat it anymore. Well, okay, it just oxidized. That's it. Well, that's what my boys say. They don't want to eat the apples after they turn brown, right? It just oxidized. So when you chop it all up in the blender, starting to cook here. When you chop it all up in the blender, you're pulling oxygen into the blender as well, and all that fruit and vegetable goodness, all the nutrients, is oxidizing. And so avoid that. Blend it in the morning, have it that day. Try not to wait longer than 12 hours, like I say. Okay, so here's your post-meal prep there for lunch and dinner. Here's some breakfast going on here, and that's it. There you go. I mean, questions answered, problem solved, right? Okay, do it. Don't just think about it. Now it's your turn to do it, all right? Good luck out there.